You are here because the outside world rejects you.
Let's do it.
So the reptile house may be closed, but this Venom exhibit that's in the museum is not. And let me tell you, the way they have this set up, I absolutely love it. Completely inspired by it, but we'll get into that another time. So here we have a false water cobra. These guys are pretty cool, pretty active snakes. They are mildly venomous with that rear fang, but for people, you're not really going to have too much of an issue with them unless you're kind of allergic to them, kind of like similar to like bee stings. But these guys are pretty cool. I love the fact that they have that very cobra look without all the spiciness behind it. I had one of these years and years ago, and honestly, I wouldn't mind getting back into them, but we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. But very lovely specimens. This one is actually a little bit of a lighter color. So I forget what snake this was. Obviously, it's some type of viper, but the jet black color on this thing is just, it is spectacular. It is something to see. The video is very good. I filmed in 4K, but even with that, it still doesn't fully capture the true beauty of this viper. I should have took a photo of the plaque so I could remember it, but I didn't. And here's another little rattlesnake that was quite active. A lot of the snakes were active on this visit, which was, very nice to see. And there was 2 of them in this exhibit. This one was a little bit more chill. He was just resting there up front. He did a little bit react to me trying to film him, but that's about all he did. Beautiful little specimen. Lovely setup. I love the setups. Look at that little cute little rattle. It's adorable. But yeah, I absolutely love the way they set up all these enclosures. So naturalistic, so spot on for their environment. And this was a large exhibit, and has a good variety of rattlesnakes on exhibit in here, and there was several of them, and they were all over the environment and just coiled up here and there. Another very well done exhibit. Again, absolutely love what they've done. It's very inspirational. I mean, it really gives you the feel like you're out there, out west in the desert, Just massive. Massive enclosure with plenty of snakes. Here's another viper. This particular species is one of my favorites. Just the way it looks, the coloration, that green and black combo. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. That's pretty sweet. These guys were pretty chill today. They weren't really doing a whole lot, but that's fine. I love them anyways. Let's step back and some more vipers. I absolutely love vipers. These tree vipers are my favorite. Now, I don't really have a high desire to own venomous snakes, but if I did, it would definitely be these. For some reason, my main attraction right now in the snakes is anything in the trees. Here we go. We got a Bushmaster. Now, I had a feeling he was going to yawn, and 2 things happened. By the time I got my camera out to film, he had turned his head in a manner that really wasn't of a great shot, and of course I just caught the end of it. But it did happen. It did happen. And I mean, just a beautiful animal. These Bushmasters. There was a second one in there, but he's tucked back away to where can't quite see him all that well. He's kind of in the shadows, and with the glare of the glass, I couldn't get an angle that allowed me to film him or her. I'm not sure, but a very, very lovely specimen. Catch a few tongue flicks there. Of course, we have a Russell's Viper, if I remember correctly. He was crawling around, and then obviously he kind of froze in position once I got up there to film him. But I mean, just look at that pattern. Even it's simplistic, but it's so very cryptic. Once you see it in this type of environment, which is pretty cool. It shows just how well they could potentially blend in. Very lovely snakes. I wish I knew more about these so I can insert some more facts about them. But, and here we go. We've got, I really thought that we was going to see some mating action with these guys. Just because I could see at least 3 of them on exhibit. So there's the third one there. And I mean, as you can see, it's off to the side. It has no interest in what's going on here. But I just thought the way these guys were kind of lined up, sizing up, side by side, you get a little bit of that. We've seen this motion before. If you've seen my other videos on breeding like corn snakes and stuff, you kind of get this. And there was a little bit of like head jerkiness, but I think that was more just so they could figure each other out. And of course, here we have the king of kings, the kings of snakes. A very, very beautiful specimen, very lively today. I mean, this snake was all over its environment, checking it out, disappearing underneath the fallen bamboo leaves. And we have this salamander. I wish I would have remembered what these guys were called, but I just like the high color contrast. And they must have had been fed because they were all rooting around in the rocks. And, food is a very strong motivator, so. Very beautiful specimens, and it was cool to see so many of them out and about exploring their environment like they were. If we can get this camera to focus. I mean, look at them. They're so derpy, so cute. Here's another viper. I forget what this one is, but this one's quite large compared to the others. And I got some nice tongue flicking action, which was pretty cool. You always want to see some type of action. And then that's pretty much it. There's another one in here, and I don't remember if I've included that in here, but we'll see. And then after that, he just froze. But look how cryptic that pattern is. It's like lichen or moss on a fallen log. You can almost not even really make out its eye, but very, very stunning animal. And of course, we've got some rhino vipers, a tongue twister there. Now, just look how cryptic that is. That's its head actually looking toward us, but it's hard to even make out the silhouette of its head. Can't even see its eye. You see the 2 little horns on its nose. But then when I go up, trying to find an angle just so you could see it better, and that one was just blending in way too well. And this one here looks like it's in blue. You see that eye cap is getting milky, getting fogged over. So this snake is probably about a week or so out from shedding. But even in blue, that animal is still stunning. It still has a high contrast pattern. So I'm gonna give this a second attempt to try to slowly zoom in to bring out the features of that animal. But I mean, honestly, it blends in so well. So well. Nature's awesome. Of course, we have this cute little adorable derpy hognose snake. And if you're into reptiles, these are pretty common in the pet trade, but they are rear-fanged, mild venom, but nothing to worry about really. Okay, so I did add this clip here toward the end, so we could kind of get a better look at this animal and just how cryptic it is.